Hello. I recently got some horchata. It's different. So now I'm making it my goal in life every 2 weeks because I don't usually like get sweets and shit like that, right? I'm gonna go either get a mango nata or horchata, it's just something like that, and just try different things, right? Mm. But without further ado, let's get into this Manny Monday. For those who don't know what a Manny Monday is, the opportunity for me to just tell you about my week, moments of epiphany, things that I noticed that was going on within the week. I usually go based off of an agenda. If you want to know what that agenda looks like, follow me at my Instagram, which is, I think it's on this side. I think it's on this side. Instagram is linked. Give you updates. When I get a new phone, I will take more pictures and be posting on that page a lot more frequently. But this is the last video I'm taking with my 11. This is not it's not filming from 11. I have a 4K camera, a ring light, and then I got a new ring light. So there's one that's on the overhead. So the video quality should be a lot better. You can see everything, right? But without further ado, let's get right into the material, right? Yeah, because that's what we're here for. Okay, first order of business, used to say you in love, right? This is a quote given from a Trippie Redd song. I remember it was around Valentine's Day. I had my friend Ken. He used to be DJ at UIC. He's called DJ Ken, the Black of the Bear. It's one of my favorite radio shows, right? It's one of the only radio shows that I used to watch. I mean, there was the Breakfast Club, but like, no. This was the time to be alive. Like you wanted to be at Ken's. You wanted to know what he was playing that day, right? And he introduced me to this artist, Trippie Redd, and I started listening to him and stuff. Now, the significance of the quote or the title of this video, when it does get to love, is just I know like the song itself may have a negative connotation with love, but I'm thinking like me, I'm coming to terms with it and I'm actualizing what I was willing to do with it, right? So I mentioned in the last video I started talking with someone, and it's continuing. We're going strong so far. So far, so good. So that was fucking lie. That's gonna be memeable. But yeah, so I had a conversation with her because I noticed that we weren't communicating as much as we usually do, and she said that she was confused and uncertain within the relationship. And it's okay to be confused and uncertain, but with me, it's like if you're unsure about like your feeling towards me, then we shouldn't be in a relationship. Because with me, at least with me in relationships, I have a level of certainty. So if I'm with someone, if I call that person my girlfriend, my partner, whatever, I know it's like you that I want, right? And if we, or not if we, but if you're unsure of anything, you know, it's okay. Like take your time and stuff. But I deserve someone that's very sure of themselves and that's certain that they want to be with me, right? So ultimately ended up ending things with her, right? And in the previous video, I just go in a rant about da 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 da, but like no, it just ended. And it's funny because like the things that we said and the things that we did, and to see what it is now. Um, I don't know what the future holds for us, but I do know like for the time being, the whole label of relationship is it doesn't really apply. You know, she has some shit that she needs to figure out. And the thing that I think was important, I think that needs to be said is that people can have their own timeline of things, right? So like I have my timeline. This is my life and my life course, right? And that she has to go in her own life course and her own journey, right? And our timelines doesn't necessarily need to align. Doesn't necessarily mean to align means that like life goes on, right? Because like just because you're working and you need some shit that you need to go through, you know, you got to still take care of that. That's not to say that I'm running from conflict. That is not what the fuck I'm saying, right? It's just because if you have uncertainty about a relationship, especially like in the early stages, that tells me that you just have some shit that you need to work on and just sort through, right? It's and it's not fair to that other person that's sure of themselves and their feelings are for you and stuff like that to string them along. So yeah, I ended things, right? Does this change anything in the aspect of me continuing with language? Fuck no, right? Because I'm still going to study Spanish. I'm still going to study Turkish. It's just where I'm at currently. It's like because I've started interested in it, and now it transcended the concept of the relationship. So yeah, I'm single. This video will be inserted, but I just had to clarify some shit. But yeah, it sucks when you love somebody. But I'm now seeing the extent of my love is an understanding that I don't necessarily need to be with you, especially if you have that uncertainty with feelings. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna just pipe this in and let's continue with the next order of business. Or next thing on the list is a fresh start, right? I remember I talked about last week. It's like everything's coming full circle from like last week about accountability and persistence, right? And then the day to finally have that payoff through the form of a meeting, talking, being affirmed, or like, hey, Manny, we're glad that you was looking after this project and that you were consistent with it, and that it finally came to fruition. And I feel like a lot of things that I do in life, it feels very thankless, like I'm doing what I'm supposed to, but it's like very fucking rare to a person say like, "Hey, thank you, Manny. Thank you. I appreciate you," and shit like that. And I know some people think like, "Oh, he's already doing this and doing big things that he doesn't need that." No, no. Validation is good. So you don't even gotta tell me, but the person in your life that you care about and that you love right now, tell them that. Okay. Mother's Day coming up. Tell your mother, right? That's not a diss. I really mean tell your mother that you love her, right? Tell other people in your life that you love them, that you care about them, because you never know, like, that could literally make their day. And I remember just being at work, someone made my day, just telling me that I'm valued and I appreciate, I see what you're doing, right? Because it does feel thankless at times, and I appreciate that, right? Now, third thing, I'm about to get stocky on your ass. So if you don't want me to hear me talk about money, then by all means, like, subscribe, and the video ends for you. But if you allow myself to humor you, I will explain what CDs are. So I wanted to know what CDs are, and I had an appointment at the bank today, and he explained what CDs are, right? So CDs is a certified deposit certificate where you take your money and they put it on hold for a given period of time. This period can be 2 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 12 months, and different like that. And for each time period, there's a different interest rate. So, like APR, you cannot see these numbers. You cannot see these numbers, okay? Message me on Instagram. I will message you and I will send you these numbers, right? Or I may do it in a separate post because I usually like Nah. Message me on Instagram. There's your homework, right? So let's say if I have $2,000 and I want to do a CD, right? They hold your money for that period. So let's say I do a period of 2 months, and I get 4% interest on that. 4% interest on $2,000. He told me it would be roughly around $40, right? But if you pull before the promotional period, like before it ends, or sometimes if it's longer periods, it will be 90 days, 60 days, something like that, then you lose out on your interest. So let's say I put 2,000 in there, right? And I'm having it for a 2 month period so that I earn money. So I get I'm gonna get $40 interest, right? And I pull it out before the mature date. And then so they'll charge me that interest, right? What's the purpose of it? If the money's sitting there and you want to earn just like a little bit over time, I say why not do a CD? And it's something that I'm considering to do myself, especially considering that it's not that big much of a risk and that the money's still sitting there. Like, yes, I do investments and shit of that nature, but I also want to do other things like CDs. So I'm gonna do this shit for the hell of it. All right, I'm done, guys. Okay, I made some chicken. I know I'm black and I like chicken, but like no, I really made some chicken. It's been chilling. Okay, I'm gonna go eat that and tear that up with my horchata. You take care. Comment down below. I'd like to know how you're doing. Again, like, subscribe, share. Tell someone that you love them and that you care about them and that you appreciate them. And I will see you next time.